and welcome to a new video. I am pretty sure you have already heard about the new Winx live-action series called Fate, a Winx saga, which is a live-action series based on the Winx Club cartoon, which first aired in 2004 in Italy and then got popular basically on several parts of the world, I think. And yeah, it has caused a small bit of controversy because not only was the series not like the cartoon at all, but they also whitewashed two of the main characters. So in this video I kind of tried to redesign the main 6 fairies and kind of give my 2 cents on the series and do kind of a critique slash commentary. So first I will be redesigning the main character, Bloom. She is 16 years old in the cartoon as well as the live action, which is kind of the first huge thing that doesn't quite sit right with me, because the actress of Bloom in the live action doesn't look 16 at all. It's a thing that most shows do, that when you have teenage characters that they have an adult actor playing them. But I think in this case it is really prevalent for some reason. I mean, the original cartoon characters didn't even look 16, they could be like somewhere between 17 or 19. But I think because the actress of Bloom, or for example also the actress of Stella, they both have very like adult and like sharp facial features. I also gave my Bloom character kind of a messy hairstyle, because in the cartoon it always looked like she kind of has like her hair all over the place, I think. For her fashion, I also wanted her to kind of have a like Y2K inspired, slightly tomboyish fashion style. I mean, in the cartoon they like always wore heels. And for the sake of realism, I gave her sneakers. I have to mention that Bloom's character in the live action isn't really likable, in my opinion. Like the cartoon, Bloom was like very cheerful and extroverted and positive, and I think the live action Bloom is kind of very serious, like she doesn't get along with her parents very well, which I mean a lot of young people don't, but it's kind of in a way that doesn't really fit her. And I think she's like also really introverted, or described as introverted. At least her mom describes her in some point as like a loner or something, which I mean isn't bad in itself, but it does not fit to Bloom's original character. I also need to mention, because I talk about like the looks of the characters and like because the characters that I draw obviously don't look like they look in the series or how the actors look, I don't want to like insult the looks of the actors at all. Like, this is just my version of the characters and I'm not basing them on the looks of the actors because of the aspects I mentioned, like the age, or that sometimes they aren't the same race that the original character was meant to be. So yeah. So next we have Flora / Terra. They basically took the attributes of the original character Flora and gave it to like a quote-unquote new character named Terra. And I don't really know why they did it, but the problem that most people have with this is that the original character from the cartoon, aka Flora, was basically, she was Latina, and Terra, however, is white. So many people accuse the show of whitewashing Flora in this case. I mean, the actor who plays her, aka Elliot Salt, seems to fit the role. Like, she plays her really well in my opinion, but I just don't get why they chose to do it that way. In general, Flora's character in the live-action series seems to be pretty kind and sweet from as far as I have seen. I gotta say that I have not seen the full series. I have yet to bring myself to do it. But yeah, maybe except for that one scene where Riven like insults her and says that she's like fat or whatever, and she literally chokes him with flower thingies that are like behind him.
People always think that they can treat the big girl like shit because we're sweet and we're harmless and we should be happy that you're even talking to. What was that, Riv? I'm sure it's really funny, but I just can't quite hear it.
You could kill me, you freak.
Which I was like, okay, alright. What I was kind of disappointed about in the series is that I kind of missed the whole fashion aspect. The Winx cartoon had such a huge focus on the fashion aspect, and in the live action their outfits are rather basic and maybe you could even say bland. But I thought that Flora would perhaps like kind of have a hippie vibe going on. Like, she would definitely shop sustainable clothing and like from sustainable brands, or like she'd go thrifting. But she would obviously still stay fashionable because her cartoon character design is also very fashionable, like every single character was. I also wanted to make it obvious by the way her transformation outfit looked that she is a plant fairy, or like a fairy of nature. So I had her like dress slash bodysuit kind of look like it had flower petals kind of as a skirt. I thought that might be cute. And yeah, in general I was kind of sad that none of the characters in the live action actually had transformation outfits, and not even Winx, which is a bit sad when the actual show is named Winx. But I mean, it's explained by the headmistress saying that transformation magic was lost a long time ago. I guess they just had a problem with like combining the dark academia vibe and a possible fairy transformation, because having like a vibe that's like dark and edgy and then having a character transform with like this sparkly animation, it doesn't really fit well. That's also kind of my problem with the whole aesthetic that they chose, because it doesn't fit to the whole idea of Winx in general, in my opinion. And yeah, for her haircut, I thought she would definitely have like long, slightly wavy hair with curtain bangs. I think it would be the best realistic equivalent to her cartoon hairstyle. And she would also have like some strands of her hair dyed in a lighter color. So last but definitely not least is our fairy of music, Musa. I actually forgot to record the first part of this drawing where I made like the sketch for Musa's basic outfit, so I am very sorry of that. So now to address the elephant in the room, the scandal about Musa obviously was that everyone thought of her as an Asian character, and then the show ended up casting an actress that was obviously non-Asian. I honestly don't know how they could get this wrong. Like, did they either not do enough research and therefore got it wrong? Were they just ignorant or thought that nobody would notice? I honestly can't tell you. I just hope they didn't do it out of malice. Her powers are also different than in the cartoon. In the cartoon she was obviously the fairy of music, but now in the Netflix series she describes herself as an empath.
Can you stop with the fake happy bullshit for 1 second? I'm a genuinely happy person and I'm an empath.
So I've learned I'm an empath.
And that's kind of her power, and she also has like this thing going on where she gets overwhelmed very easily. I think that's a nice character trait, but I also wonder why they didn't just go with fairy of music. So regarding the fashion style I gave her, I think she is the fairy whose fashion style is the most different from the fashion style that she wore in the original show. I kind of thought it would fit her to have kind of an edgy fashion style. Like if you were the fairy of music, she could probably be like an eccentric artist. She's the perfect cutout for an edgy e-girl character. Okay, I love designing edgy e-girl characters. Originally I wanted her to wear headphones around her neck, like she also does in the live action, but I kind of forgot that for some reason. But I ended up giving her shirt like a print of a music manga on top of it. And since her original fairy outfit wears headphones, I was like, fuck it, let's make headphones too. Like maybe this could also be integrated in her power. For example, that those headphones let her hear sounds that are very far away. And for her hairstyle, I just let her have her original pigtails, but obviously made them a bit shorter than she has them in most of the series. But yeah, I think I like her character design the most out of all of the Winx that I designed up to this point. But I have 3 more to go, aka Stella, Tekna and Aisha. I think when we include the transformation outfits, this is 6 character designs more to go. Yeah, but you will see those in the next video because I kind of got tired of only drawing Winx characters for like a week straight. Oh, and definitely tell me what was your favorite Winx character growing up. I think mine was Flora. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video. Definitely stay tuned for part 2. And yeah, until next time.